It's going to be amazing, dude. Hey, I guess that's it for this episode, huh? We're going to wrap things up?
Yeah, remember, folks, NSFWshow.com/album is where you're going to find me and Brian recording the album. We're going to be talking to everybody. We'll be live a lot on Brian's Justin TV feed.
Yeah, you'll be able to watch all of that business.
Yeah. So there we go.
It's going to be an amazing time. Stick around in the after show. Maybe I'll tell you the story I wanted to tell you in the pre-show. Love you guys. You can see us live Tuesday nights, and then you can chime in.
Exactly.
We'd like to see you here. Good can't bear to be apart from Brian and Justin. I'd rather die in a fire than spend a single moment without you. Oh, I'd rather be
don't do that. You gets
and fed to a big empire.
You did it to me the whole show long.
What happened?
Brilliant. Oh, NSFW, I love you. Oh, NSFW, I love you. Soon I discovered.
So there's that.
All right.
Dirk's rules be damned. I like that one.
Thank you.
So do you want to, real quick, before we do all this other stuff, I'm sure all this will show up in the after show anyway, but in the pre-show we were talking about radio shows and our inspiration.
Yes, we didn't do that bit.
No. Because we were on a roll. I was enjoying the.
Hey, Brushwood.
This ain't a millions.
I've got to go check on Josie and make sure all her blood didn't come out.
Wait, what happened during the show that you had to run off?
And she rolled out of bed and bumped her knee. And there's like a little like, eh. And then she's like, oh, my blood's going to come out. She was.
Yeah. She was like, oh. Oh my God, that's awesome. Okay, so no. Let's share the story.
Tom Merritt owes me a blues record.
Why?
Because the Penguins beat the Blues.
Oh,
I'm holding him to that. You can send me a blues record.
We should give a huge promo. Diamond Club.
This dude. He was on safari, and look, he's getting bitten by a goddamn cheetah.
That is Diamond Club represent. Pretty Jumbles posted it on the in the chat, and it's on the Diamond Club subreddit. But dude, that was an amazing time. We did the this is the guy we did the show at Manhattan College, and he was kind enough to send this in and represent Diamond Club while being physically attacked by a cheetah.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is. All right, so you were saying your influence was Opie and Anthony, and we got started on the
Howard Stern I listened to a lot when I was a kid, and then when I was more into my teens and late teens, I listened to a lot of Opie and Anthony before they got kicked off WNEW for their whole having sex in St. Patrick's Cathedral thing.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, no, they got kicked off because they used to have an annual competition called Sex for Sam. And there was like a huge Sam Adams event in Boston every year. And they, for like 2 years before they got kicked off, they had, the contest was they'd have listeners who would consent that they would assign a point value thing of like 100 places in New York City, where if you had sex at these various places, you got, and they had spotters that would go with them to like witness them having sex.
Wow.
You would get various point values. And so one of the big point values in the year that they got kicked off was sex in St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Got it.
And then there was also like in their boss's office, and like if you had sex and got caught on camera during Total Request Live back when that was a big thing on MTV. Like,
oh my God, that was like a billion.
Pan.
Yeah, that was like a billion points.
So yeah, they want to they did that, and then the Catholic lobby kind of got into them, and
man, I'll tell you what, the Catholic lobby has some muscle because like the Scientology episode of South Park did not get pulled, but they definitely pulled the hell out of the one where they're they weren't even making fun of the Catholic Church. They were just talking a whole lot. That was the one with the Virgin Mary statue and the blood out of the statue's butt or something.
Yeah. No, it's rough. And they said the only reason why the Scientology episode didn't get pulled was because they didn't have time to.
Oh, wow.
Like, it was that.
Oh, we should highly recommend that you watch 6 Days to Air. The documentary is up on Netflix. It's streaming. Netflix.com/twit. It was highly. What's that?
Might have grab a lonely space smoke here. Is that?
Oh, yeah. No, go for it. That's why I brought 8 million of these. It's an amazing documentary and highly reminiscent. Although if it was an NSFW version, it would be
6 minutes.
It's 3:00. You really ought to book a guest for NSFW. Why is there an ant walking across my monitor?
Why is there an ant drawing a fun picture on my screen?
Okay, so let me tell you.
It's got moxie.
So did you ever listen to the Don and Mike show?
I never listened to it. I knew a lot of people when I went to Syracuse. I knew of it, and I knew like were they the ones that always played the hell out of the Hey Now?
Oh yeah.
I knew of it, and I knew friends of mine that were from the DC area that were huge devotees of Don and Mike, but it didn't get to the South Florida market.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I know at one point they were like in 100+ markets, and they were on in Austin. They were probably my favorite because they were afternoon. They had kind of a morning show mentality, but in the afternoon. They were my favorite show on 98.9 KJFK in Austin, Texas, where later I would start to appear on the Shannon Burke show, who got to start there. But then Shannon Burke went to Florida, where he was hugely successful.
In the Orlando market.
Yes, and then he shot his wife's dog. Or shot his wife.
I mean, she was probably ugly, though. So, like, she would look like a dog. Get it? LOL.
Yeah. All right.
Wife murder.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Tough room. Jesus, come on.
Anyway, but that's I actually don't know that. Apparently, he's back on the air in Orlando, though. Which I would love to talk to him. But anyway, Don and Mike show was my favorite show, and they got pulled from the market in Austin for over some argument. Like they went from they used to play 3 hours, but then they went to playing 2 hours, and there was a bit of dust up, and the contract said they didn't have to play the third hour, but the fans got pissy, and it just turned into a thing, and they ended up pulling the show altogether. So like there was like 5 years I didn't hear from them at all, but I was like I knew they were on in other markets. But this is late 90s when you knew the hardest of the hardcore would record shows and post them to Usenet news groups.
Gotcha.
Like Stern had some of those that came out there right there. And but I was very familiar with the Don and Mike show. And then 2001, fart knock. I just closed the thing I meant to play. Let me open this back up and see if I can find what I was looking for.
Riddler says, either you guys ever listen to Bubba the Love Sponge? I didn't.
I did not either. But anyway, okay, so jump forward. The year was 2001, and I wrote The Professional's Guide to Fire Eating, and I pushed a press release on it, like, most dangerous book ever written.
Yeah.
Because, and I still, every copy of the book comes shrink wrapped with a usage license agreement. I basically borrowed the model used for software, but to make it a usage license agreement saying, like, look, all this information is presented as is. We honestly feel that the only way to learn fire eating is from a trained performer. To you learn under a master. This is meant to be a textbook for that kind of environment, but whatever you do on your own is your own. Yeah. And so so we played up the danger angle of it, and it made one of those like wacky newswire services that a lot of the morning radio people use. So this is and
if you don't know how morning radio works, every morning radio show in the world was the same then and is more the same now. Like it's gotten worse than what it was back in the early 2000s, late 90s. Church singer rises.
There we go. You can see it says okay, so anyway, so it's 2001 and I published it, and it was a big deal for me at the time because I had done a couple of media appearances. I had done I think this was before I even done the Tonight Show, right? I think I had only done the Roseanne show as my only media appearance, and it got picked up by Talk Soup, so I counted it as 2 national media appearances. And so, what?
And also the weekend edition.
Oh, that's right.
So that was 3.
That was 3. It was Roseanne show, then Talk Soup, then Talk Soup weekend edition. Hal Sparks.
It was the Hal Sparks era of Talk Soup.
And
so post Skunk Boy.
Correct. And I made it again when when it was the Aisha Tyler era as well.
Okay.
And I remember we had a party, like after I did the Tonight Show, we all gathered around to have a party, a viewing party. We were like, hey, let's just watch Talk Soup. You never know. Yeah. And so we sat there and watched, and then I remember that moment. It was right when Grand Theft Auto 3 had come out. We played the hell out of Grand Theft Auto 3. Then Talk Soup came on, and Aisha Tyler's up there talking, and I remember she goes, people doing stupid things, and then the whole room was like, yeah! And then because we knew that it had to be, yeah. So at any rate, so during the
Dynamite. Let's get back to Dynamite.
Yeah, Dynamite. This is back in the time when it was a big deal to me to do these radio interviews. It was really exciting to get interviewed on the BBC, and all this other stuff. But in the middle of all this, I get a call from somebody like, hey, this is Rob from Westwood One Radio, and we got your stuff. We'd love to do it. Our hosts are going to be ready to call you in a few minutes. Is there a place you can get to where we can call you to do the interview? And I'm like, yes. And
do they tell you it's Dynamite?
No.
Which is a hallmark of shock jock people, because they want you to not have your guard up.
Correct. So they tell me now. I almost wish I could have just played it as it was.
How about we just play it now?
Okay. This is my experience. All I know is I get a call from Rob from Westwood One Radio saying that they've got a show. It's about smoking and and about cigarettes and what cigarettes you like, and it's and they're interested because my book's about fire eating. And then I pull over on the side of the road, and this is what I hear.
This is good smoke. Ladies and gentlemen, smoke them if you've got them. It's time for Tobacco Road with your hosts, Joe Camel and Nicotine. And here they are now, Joe Camel and Nicotine. This is good smoke.
Great.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday. I'm Joe Camel. Same time, Nicotine. It is great to be with you again. Welcome to Tobacco Road.
So what they're doing is they're pretending to be two guys who have lost their voice boxes to throat cancer.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so, like,
I wasn't connecting the dots.
And so like I'm hearing this, I'm like, what the hell's going on? And you can hear me kind of laughing during it. All right, I'm gonna scoot it forward here. Wait.
And I don't spit.
So, that's right. They're talking about all the ladies they bang and all this stuff.
You can eat.com. Hi. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We are fantastic. Can you tell me something? Eating fire, of course, involves matches, lighters, butane, and, of course, smoke. Do you smoke?
No, I sure don't.
Why not?
I never was tempted to try or start.
Okay, so this is the period when I'm in full on the hell is going on mode.
Yeah.
It is not at all come together.
Which is exactly what they want.
Yes, no, of course.
You are going according to Hoyle for them.
Exactly, right? So you got.
Art, do you find when you're eating fire that sometimes you get a buzz from the smoke?
Did I get a buzz from the smoke?
And you can kind of hear me smiling because at this moment I'm just like, this is really happening. I'm really having this interview.
And don't play it off, Brush Sap. Play the goddamn audio.
If any buzz associated with fire eating, I think it's a rather unpleasant buzz of being too close to to the hydrocarbon fumes from the fuel that you use.
First, I forgot this.
Bonnie off camera. Bonnie goes, "What a nerd."
I like Web 8802 Max Trollbot ripoff.
You're like, "Shut up."
Shut up, Brushwood, fake and gay.
We are America's only talk show hosts with no voice boxes. Thank you for treating us as normal.
So anyway, it's about halfway through they start playing this game where they're trying to name more cigarette packs than the other one can. Like they keep going in the round, like Cools, Lucky Strikes, and then back and forth, and then they would always, it was a bit they would do on everything, like Marsha, Marsha Brady, whatever, back and forth, right? And then they would always say the king of the whatevers.
Go around but the room and we mentioned brands of cigarettes.
So
you can pray to.
This is the moment when I realized. This is the moment when it starts to happen.
Start.
Or you realize that it's dynamite.
Well, yeah. It's like not only I knew I was being pranked about like 2 minutes in, but then I figured out I'm being pranked by my favorite show. This is the show that I would call and get nervous. Like
contributing to.
Yes, exactly. And I never even got on the air before, right?
Okay, so you always got either like busy signal or stop on the call screener.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Right. And now I realize they're calling me and I'm a bit on their show, right? So they start.
Gold. Now your turn, Brian.
Basic.
Very good. The aforementioned Lucky Strike. Terryton. Go.
Salem.
Salem tastes good like a cigarette should.
So.
Virginia says Newport. Go, Brian.
Did you already say Camel?
No.
Camel.
Excellent choice. The game continues. I will go back to Marlboro in the red box. In sunlight.
Then I forget to go red, and I'll go red Camel.
Red Camel. Red Camel. I will go with Cool. I'm running out. It is very difficult. Hold on. I already said Newport. Our answer is trying to help. American spirit.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
All natural. Back to you, Brian. Brushwood. That's what my friend Mike smoked. Brian?
Man, you guys are king of the cigarettes.
Yay.
So like that's the moment where I'm like, you guys are king of the cigarettes, because it's like I wanted to throw up a flag that
you were in on it, that you knew what the hell was going on
right now. Yeah.
Well, go back, because there is a joy in your voice when
when I say it. Yeah.
You lose your shit. We're
on the Twin.
Are we still on Twin?
Yeah. Yes.
You lose your shoe a little bit.
I do lose my shoe. Oh, they're saying the belt.
No, the belt ends when the theme song goes.
Oh.
No, I'm shamed.
All right.
I'm shamed in life.
So, yeah, you can hear.
Hold it, it's coming to me. He already said Salem. Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's before.
Parliament light.
I can't find it. You can't. Oh, wait, here.
Brian?
Man, you guys are king of the cigarettes.
Yay.
I'm so clearly excited. I'm like, I played the game with
and also
Mike.
like they don't know, like they decide, because like imagine like if a chat realm person, if we called
chat realm
and we were doing a bit
on them, right, yeah,
like we decide when the bit's done.
Yes, exactly.
Chat realm, the guy on the phone doesn't decide when the bit's done.
Exactly, right.
So imagine where their head's at.
Yes, exactly.
They're like,
well, they end up
they're mouthing themselves, they mouth each other.
Yeah. they end up keep going, right? So they keep going here, but then we hang up.
So they run right over you with like the bit tag.
Correct. They did not even notice that I fed them back the bit tag right here, right? And then Hold on, let me jump it way forward
The
here.
last time you got a good old piece of ass.
So they're talking about all the women they have sex with. And then,
Remember,
all right, here we go.
It's a pleasure to work with them, and it's a pleasure to meet men like you who understand their plight.
Okay, that's Rob Spiewak. That's their producer.
Okay.
And he's talking to me, but I'm off mic. And then the first thing I say is like, oh, dude, I didn't realize. I was like, dude, I figured out it was Don and Mike. I'm a huge fan, and I only realized halfway through. And you could hear him. They're all giggling like, oh, we're pulling one over. And then Rob's like, oh, like you hear this.
We appreciate it.
So you're talking to me.
Yeah. Oh, he's good. Oh, he's made a friend.
Oh.
Oh my God! This guy must be really giving Rob some kind of service. What is he saying? Tell him thank you. What is he doing, Rob? Hold on a second, Brian. Hold on. He knows the show. Oh, I thought he might. He played along for halfway through. Well, I thought maybe there was a share. Brian, where are you from?
Why do they put you back on mic?
What? No, they're about to. They're about to.
Can you hang on one sec? He said something during the interview. In Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Turn the machine back on, Rob. Turn it back on.
turn it back on.
So, all right, here,
Wait,
pause it right here. Because right now,
Yeah.
you were in the worst possible position.
I know.
Because the point of you was to be a sacrificial lamb.
Of course.
You were brought in.
I was supposed to be the punchline.
You were found for your fine wool.
Right.
And you were brought in, and you were
To be
supposed
fleeced.
supposed to be fleeced, and instead you're like, yeah, guys, fleece me. Woo! Fleecing.
I've always wanted to be touched by you.
And so now, now you get to be on the show,
Right.
but
Correct.
you're the guy who ruined their bit.
Well, I did. Okay. Well, you tell me how it turned out.
All right.
Hey, douchebag. If you knew it was us,
Pause it. Off to a great start.
Yeah. So he says, "Hey, douchebag, if you knew it was us, why didn't you say so?"
so were you playing along?
I then, for about 2/3, I was like, my brain was melting, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? And then, I tell you what did it was I was trying, it's like, I was like Batman, I'm like, Westwood One Entertainment. They put me on hold, but didn't play the radio show, so they have something to hide. And then I thought about it more, it's like, Westwood One, it's about what, noon or 1 o'clock or something like that? But what totally did it was hearing Buzz's voice. And you called him Buzz. You shouldn't have called him Buzz.
Oh, I called him out. I called him out on their announcer. They referred to their announcer, Buzz Burbank. They said, our announcer Buzz. What do you say, Buzz? And that was the moment I was like, oh, dude, because then I recognized Buzz's voice at that point.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But you know what really did it was when you guys started doing the cigarette game. I was like, wait a minute.
That's what it was.
Sounds like the name game. Take it over the top. No.
When he said you were the king of the cigarettes, I knew he knew the name game.
Yeah, that was my little subtle way of moving you in.
Way to point out your subtle gesture, Brian.
Dude, this is my early days. Early days of media. This is before I knew what I was up to.
No. Number one. That doesn't stop me from making fun of you. Also, this is your inherent likability. Is that like you were so earnest, you didn't try to play the cool guy,
Right.
Like you just laid out like oh my God, I'm so excited to be talking to you.
Right.
And that totally was endearing because you can tell. I mean, because like radio guys are by nature jaded.
Yes. Oh my God.
know?
Yeah. No.
Especially if you are famous in radio, then you've been in radio for a certain amount of time, and you cannot be in radio for a certain amount of time without having your soul crushed.
Absolutely.
Because it's the worst industry of all of entertainment.
Well, it's like inherently for a lot, and of course, obviously, there's delightful exceptions like our own Leo Laporte. But by and large, once you realize you're on the radio track, there's a 99% chance that you're going to be local media and you're going to go nowhere.
Well, and there's a reason why A, Leo graduated in television.
Correct.
B, Leo sells a show.
Yes.
And produces it in house. Doesn't have to go to a studio. Doesn't have to worry about whether or not the station manager is going to buy them coffee creamers this month,
right?
Or cut it out of the budget so we can save 8 cents,
right?
It's just everybody I've ever known in radio is
bitter,
miserable, and bitter.
Yep.
And the people that are famous are the most miserable and the most bitter because the one thing that radio people hate to spend, the people that run radio stations hate, is spending money.
Oh yeah,
and they are the biggest money makers.
Right.
So they are given the most hassle.
Right. They're one of the few profit centers, and they feel like they got to fleece them the most. And of course, and it's their bitterness that makes them successful.
Yes, and the best of them turn that into entertaining show.
Right.
But right now, when you came in, it could have easily been like, he starts it off with the saying like, "Why didn't you say you knew us, douchebag?"
Right.
Like,
Correct.
And if you would have played it like any way other than when you played it, if you would have played it as either like super slobbery apology guy,
right,
or as like, "Hey man, whatever, like you guys called me,"
oh, they would have turned
they would have sliced your throat.
You are exactly right. I don't think I realized what a knife's edge I was at that exact moment. That could have gone really bad really fast.
Yeah, because they're looking to save a bit now.
Right.
And like, as much as it might make them feel good that there's a guy who's genuinely excited that likes the show,
right,
unless you sell it in a way that they believe and you don't sass them,
right,
then they were just gonna bleed you out on the concrete.
No, that is 100% absolutely totally true. I'm gonna check real quick just to make absolutely sure. We only had the one sponsor with Netflix.
Yes.
All right. Well, here's the way that went, because at that point, I'm glad you. No, I just wanted to make sure. How do I? Frederic. And we'll double check here. Yep. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So here's the way it wrapped up.
Oh, that is a good addition to Tobacco Roll, the cigarette game.
That's great.
Remember, don't burn the roof of your mouth. All right. Goodbye, fire eater. Bye-bye. You know, even though we got...
I mean, dude, you can hear me. I'm just giddy.
Oh, you're freaking out.
Yes, I totally am. I've done my radio heroes. Totally did that.
Austin. We have great #1 ratings in Philadelphia today. Yay!
Well, I'll move to Philadelphia.
Who do I want to say? Lisa, do you have the names for me, please? Let's go. There is Pokey Lisa.
I can't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. From here on out,
are they still on?
No. Well, I'll tell you what it is.
Did they split?
Don Geronimo's wife got killed in a car crash, and they went off the air for a couple months, and then he came back and gave like this 2-hour long, like, they didn't play ads or nothing. He just sort of spoke, and it was half storytelling, half eulogy, just this really personal thing. And then they went back to doing the show again. And in fact, that's about the time I was starting to travel around, so I could catch them on XM radio sometimes. But then
on XM?
They were. I thought they were. I may be wrong about that. I think I'm right about that. But then at some point he announced that Don Geronimo was out. So now, but the Mike O'Mara Show is now one of the top podcasts out there.
He's the Mike and Mike O'Mara. Okay.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Well, no, dude, they're way bigger than us. But I mean, I'd love to.
I mean, we're not.
Maybe we can be on his show.
We're not farting in the wind.
Yeah, we're not nothing. Well, I'll tell you this much. Hold on. Let me see. What are you guys saying? Burger.
I think you should just call him up and pretend like you're.
Yeah, Mike was the voices, but Don was the point guard on the show. That's for sure true. I think that's right.
So that's what so they're saying that, like, the Mike Show is still actually, a lot of the voices and everything.
No. Mike O'Mara is the entire cast. Like, Rob Spiewak is still on there, and Mike O'Mara is just helming it. It's just as though Don Geronimo is out on assignment at the time, and they continue to.
Dylan Blue, the sex competition on Opie and Anthony show was called Sex for Sam, because the prize was the Sam Adams brewery thing.
Got it. What are we going to call this one?
Don't listen.
No. Wait, what did we say? Oh, there's a. Really
he is risen.
No. Dirk's Rule be damned. I like that one.
We don't even mention what the Dirk's Rule is in the episode.
No, we do.
No, we reference the Dirk's Rule. We never say that the Dirk's Rule is when three YouTube videos get played consecutively, the party's over.
Yeah. Cookies are for closers.
Well.
Can we do that one?
I like that as a title.
Yeah, let's just do that one.
Worst audio podcast ever. Sorry to the audio listeners.
That's not true, man. You can clearly hear him saying, "Yeah, Squarespace." Netflix.
Oh, by the way, with the Squarespace thing, the last week of every month always gets weird.
Yeah. Because they
So
go by
I don't
a
think
quarter
that-
system.
I don't think
Do
that-
not read into the Squarespace not being around. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, so we were gonna record stuff.
yeah. We're gonna do. Dang it. Rise of the Troops.
Dude, Bonnie throwing haymakers right at the top, talking about that little girl's upcoming period.
That was over the top.
White Knight.
That
at
was
the-
good. I like that. I like you just stepping in, man. Like, all right, you want to play? Let's go. Throwing period jokes around. Here
What
we
did,
go.
what did we decide? What did we decide to do? Oh, cookies are for closers. Yeah. All right.
Because I have two girls.
All right.
It's just that I have two girls, so when they're like throwing a fit, I'm like, oh dear God. And when they're 14, it's just gonna get worse. So when I see that video, I'm just like, oh my God.
Here we go.
All right. Here you go. I'm gonna load this up for you here, buddy. There you go. You're in charge, Justin.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait, let
This
me
is
find.
111.
Where is it? Okay, here we go.
All right. He already has it over double complete rainbow. 111 recorded on January 24th.
23rd,
24th.
25th,
20.
27th,
20.
24th, 27th, 24th, or 23rd? Was it the 27th or 23rd?
It's the
Was it the
24th.
All right, February
It's
23rd.
January.
February
27th. And I'm
23,
muting your
24.
microphone. And I'm leaning over and you're muted.
24, 27, 28, 29. Mute this.
Now they can see you. They can watch you do your thing. I can hear you still. All right, here we go. I only have one take at this. There you go.
Game on.
It's January 24th. It's January 24th. January 24th. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is NSFW episode 111, recorded on January 24th, 2012. Cookies are for closers.
Beautiful.
Bonnie wanted to jump in and be like, "It's the 25th. You screwed up."
All right, now you're unmuted.
All right, here we go.
Brickster says, "Whoa!" All right, here we go.
He's a jackass.
Carter. It's Cotter. Cotter.
No, Carter's the black version.
What?
F a
No,
dog.
you can't. I didn't play clips over you. On this episode of NSFW show, we are joined by the lovely and talented invisible wife, Bonnie Brushwood. We conduct a viral video challenge, the likes of which you guys have not seen since the BB Live show. Folks, we're kicking it old school and I'm live in studio. It's this edition of the NSFW show.
Adrian Brody, Adrian Brody, Adrian Brody, Adrian Brody, Adrian Brody.
Man, I have not watched that video in a million years.
All right, wait. Is there anything else? No, we got to do billboards real quick.
All right, go.
Can you bill up? No, you had to bring up my billboard.
Oh, dude, come on. This
I don't
episode
know
brought
it.
to you by Netflix. Netflix brings you thousands of movies and television
For
shows.
time, money, and asshole.
This is what I'm saying, right?
You already had it brought up on your Gmail. Just bring it up. Spew it. Here we go. I almost feel like I want to do it. Hey, Mr. Voice again.
No.
Was that
Don't be-
for
don't
one
be-
thing?
Don't be that one.
Am
pony.
I the shtick?
Don't be the shtick.
If I do it twice, is it
Don't
the thing
be
I
the
do as
stick,
opposed to the thing I
you
did?
Sticky stick. There's no and. We only have the one
No, there's no
sponsor.
and,
Of
yeah.
all the weeks for there to be only one sponsor, I can't believe this is the one.
All right, here we go.
All right.
This episode of NSFW show is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes to your movies.
No!
Double complete rainbow. Double complete rainbow.
I'm just so
Not real.
I want to do one read. All right, here we go. R.I.P.
TPIA. TPIA.
What is wrong with your face?
All right.
All right.
This episode of NSFW Show is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes and movies to your PC, Mac, iPad, iPhone, or TV instantly. All streamed directly to you, saving you time, money, and
Oh!
Double complete rainbow.
This is ridiculous.
Hey, where are the white women at?
You've been looking.
Move this man.
That just happened.
He's a jackass.
Stop worrying about my acting, bitch.
all right.
All right. You ready?
This episode of NSFW Show is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes and movies.
What?
Double complete rainbow.
Pimping.
Hello!
That just happened.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This episode of NSFW.
Double complete rainbow.
Wow.
Double complete rainbow.
Correcto mundo.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
I gotta clear the mechanism. Hold on.
What? Oh, you want the mic? When she rocks up on the mic, she rocks the mic. Right?
Brian will not do that this time.
I definitely won't.
Okay. I don't know what kind of weird double team situation I'm getting myself in.
All right, and go.
This episode of NSFW.
Double complete. Double complete rainbow.
Blow me.
He said, eat my meat.
This episode of NSFW Show is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes and movies on your PC.
Double complete rainbow.
Oh, F-my-A. Oh, my God.
Bonnie, do you want to take it over and read it?
I'll get it.
All right,
I'll get it. Here we go. Blinders. Horse blinders. I'm also standing back here. This mic stretches. This episode of NSFW Show is brought to you by Netflix. I hate you.
Double complete.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
This episode of NSFW Show is brought to you by Netflix.
Wait.
Fuck
You need to have a clean bed and go.
This episode of NSFW. Seriously, stop it. I can't read it. You do that. I have the giggles.
Dude, revenge is a bitch, sucker. Go on.
This episode of NSFW Show is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes of movies on your PC, Mac, iPad, iPhone, or TV instantly. All streamed directly to you. I can't get over the time, money, and asshole part.
All right, seriously, big habit. And
This episode of NSFW Show is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes and movies on your PC, Mac, iPad, iPhone.
Double complete.
Problem solved.
All right. This should be the show, by the way. The entire show should be this read.
Lonnie, do you want to do the read?
This episode, you're not taking this away from me.
Okay.
This episode of NSFW show is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes and movies to your PC, Mac, iPad, iPhone.
Double complete rainbow.
He said, eat by me.
Blow me. Okay. All right.
This episode of NSFW brought to you by Netflix, which thousands of... Okay, well, hold on. That's not at all the same
You're not
league.
taking this away from me.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
All right.
This episode of NSFW show is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes and movies on your PC.
Double complete rainbow.
This episode of NSFW show is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes on your PC, Mac, iPhone, or TV instantly. All streamed directly to you, saving you time, money, and hassle. For your free 30-day trial, go to netflix.com/twit. Fuck you.
You got so close. You could have been like the giggly, jaunty gentleman as you're like, oh, time, money, and hassle. The three funniest things to me.
This episode...
Double complete rainbow.
This episode of NSFW show is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes. You started laughing.
Not after you. All right, go.
This is actually a good option. This episode of NSFW show is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes and movies on your PC, Mac, iPhone, iPad, or TV instantly. All streamed directly to you, saving you time, money, and hassle. For your free 30-day trial, go to netflix.com/twit. Oh!
You get the full presentation. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Gigaloop was wondering, did you just give me the jaunty jerk?
I did. Right in the face.
All right. Well, that's the move. I hope you guys enjoyed it. People seem to like it. This episode of
What were you doing? Because I didn't try to look at your face while you were doing the turn.
Here's the funny part. I had nothing. All I wanted to kill you with anticipation. So like every time you would start, I would just wait. Oh, let's get this over on you. There you go. As soon as you would start going, I would go like this. And I'd start. First, I'd start to turn. And I was hoping that alone would get you,
and it did.
But then, when that stopped working, then I would start to bring up my hands. Like I literally had nothing because I wasn't gonna like physically grab your junk or nothing. But I just wanted to get you with the.
I don't know what it was.
Oh,
I don't know what it was, but it killed me,
dude. These guys are the best people who ever lived.
Oh, where'd that come from?
I don't know. They just sent it. Just a random geek. The guy who created the portal gun.
Yes,
sent this over. This is Spiro of Spiro and the Fudge fame, and old John Smokey, the
cosplay from Dragon Con.
The old John Smokey is amazing, especially because he's got the shorts and everything.
Well, yeah, down to the fact that like he's wearing the same swim trunks and also like the hat. Tom was obviously there at Dragon Con, and he's like, seriously, I think that might be the same hat. Like he got the same hat.
It was amazing.
Why would Tom know much about this?
Tom is very interested in the whole old John Smokey phenomenon.
Yeah,
especially by the fact that people seem to think that he's him. That's a generous package that Spiro has.
Oh Jesus! Generous package.
I'm just saying. That's.
Now, do you find that more or less attractive because that's a character that you portray?
Do I portray Spiro? I don't know.
You're Spiro, yeah. I'm the fudge.
Yeah, you are the fudge. That's Spiro and the little fudge right there. I'll tell you what.
Little fudge. It's nice, thick as little fudge.
You know what I'd like to do?
You know, that's the weird thing about like Spiro and the fudge is that like whenever we do bits like on weird things or NSFW, like I'm just immediately averse to ever doing them again. And that's all anybody wants.
Is more of the same.
Is more. And like all I want to do is not that. Unless it's like really, really fun, like Twit Hype Man. Like Twit Hype Man's actually really fun. Although Twit Hype Man is not nearly as fun when I can't curse.
Oh yeah. No,
say
totally.
the N-word.
Totally. Do you know what I'd love to do? And this is something that organically might happen over time. But you know, I'm already going in a day early for Game On anyway. No, that would screw up your schedules, though. I would love to figure out some way where late night we could record Weird Things podcast on the Twitch stream and see if that's something that Leo's interested in.
What about Saturday night?
Because Andrew is so smart and it's a little bit silly, but by and large we cover a lot of news of the weird. I think it would be a good.
Apparently, Leo's talked about doing a News of the Weird show.
Oh my God, how great would freaking Weird Things podcast be?
Just saying. I mean, what about Sunday? What about Sunday night?
Well, we've got all the shut up and play stuff. And I'm going to be spent by then because we'll spend all day getting ready for Game On, and then we'll do that. I would love to. Saturday. I don't know what happens Saturday, but the problem is it would commit. It would commit.
People are not editing the Daily Gizwiz or the Giz, whatever that podcast.
Gizwid. Oh yeah. It would also
this
be
week in personal letters that only me and Brian have seen that nobody else knows about.
Oh, but you know what though? I guess we could do it on Tuesday nights because there's nothing on after NSFW.
Yeah, we just
roll right into Weird Things. Change around. Yeah. Anyway, DJM says whatever. We need to get Ira Sockman on This Week in Law.
Ira Sockman was approached to be on This Week in Law, and then somebody informed. Is it Denise Howell that does This Week in Law?
Yes.
Someone informed Denise Howell that
it was actually Jammer B who wrote the most epic letter ever. He was just like, Ira Sockman is highly polarizing. He showed up as a character on, he's quite a character on the NSFW show podcast. Like he wrote it all burying the lead.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I don't think you can really get him on. He's not really an expert in your field, blah, blah, blah. He was on NSFW. Also, he's a sock.
Yes.
He's a sock puppet.
And that wasn't shtick earlier. Like that was like Brian actually did walk in on me and
Josie. Yeah, you were definitely doing
conversation
Ira Sock.
with Ira Sockman.
Phil says, just bloody well move to Petaluma, both of you, please.
Are you actually British? Or are you just
well, he said bloody.
that?
He said bloody. You don't say bloody.
Oh, yeah? Just bloody well move to Petaluma, both
all right,
of you.
mate.
Both of you.
Yeah. All right. You're talking about your Weird Things podcast. All right.
All right. Hey.
Why don't you
we're talking about your 85th Things podcast.
Oh, mate, why don't you bloody well move? Yeah, he's from Australia now. Oh, mate, why don't you bloody well move to Petaluma?
This ain't a Weird Things podcast. This is a Weird Things podcast.
Right.
Demon 5 says, please don't put WT on Twin. You don't need them.
Dude, no, Weird Things belong. Weird Things needs a network because it's too good to be as independent as it is. It needs to explode, and it needs to have a regular place where it could get done every time. It is. Well, and I've said this on the record a million times over. It is my favorite podcast that I'm a part of, and I want to continue to do the Weird Things podcast, and I want more people to watch it.
Here is the issue. Demon 5 is like, oh, you don't need it. Yes, no, we don't need it. If you like, and I know a lot of people do, like how Weird Things works now, where me and Brian Andrew, sorry about that, where we do podcasts in spurts, and we'll do a couple weeks in a row, and then we'll go for a couple weeks. Sorry, I usually sneeze in twos. Anyway,
by the way, my favorite new thing in sneezing. Bonnie won't get this, but maybe you will. Josh Connolly from Film Riot recently retweeted someone who said he's made a habit of always saying "fuss row" right before he sneezes. So
yes.
I was like, "Fuss row." Ah! See, Bonnie did from Skyrim, the dragon shout.
It's a
And
dragon.
then the eye roll.
So here's the thing: if we were on Twit and we had to do a show every week, we would do a show. You would get weird things every week. We wouldn't take weeks off.
I don't even care about getting compensated. We
get compensated now. I mean, granted, not a lot.
No, we got sponsors, and it's super cheap to advertise on the show. Like possibly the greatest bargain in all of podcasting right now.
Yeah. I mean, like it's always been more about giving fans and giving people who care enough to support the show. Because like me, Brian, and Andrew don't count on the $30 every time we do the show. Like,
yeah.
I think if you ever see the $30 that shows up in your PayPal, you're just like,
this is awesome. Web007 in the chat room says, I'm 95% sure I heard your Donna Mike appearance live, but it was a long time ago. Yeah, it was over a decade ago. That'd be amazing.
Bill Meeks, but wouldn't that dilute the content, do kind of odd things? No, I think there's plenty of weird stuff. I mean, to be honest, I think the meat of the Weird Things podcast is the lunacy of me and Brian tempered by the intelligence and scientific element of Andrew Main.
There really is. I'll tell you, what I love about the Weird Things podcast is that we really are just doing the Ghostbusters. You got the brains, the mouth, and the hands. And Andrew Main is Egon, nothing but brains. You got Justin Robert Young is nothing but it's Bill Murray's character. What's his name? Stance? No, Ray Stance is the hands. Spangler. No. Is it Spangler's? Anyway, he's Bill Murray. Venkman. Yeah. Justin is Venkman, and then and I'm doing my Ray Stance. I mean, that's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I'm like the bridge between the two of you nut jobs. Wait. Turn on your thing.
It is
there
on.
you go. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Top.
Okay. Is it on?
Yep.
Hello. So,
how do you get laughs? Who puts laughs in a podcast?
Well, see, you can kind of hear the echo on.
He said as a commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, randomly with no reason.
Go ahead.
Ernie Hudson can play Ernie Hudson on the podcast.
Well, I just don't think the show would change at all because it's not like you guys rely on language or salacious content at all.
Actually,
it's always
Doctor would be a fantastic Ernie Hudson. fourth Ghostbuster. We should have Doctor on the Weird Things podcast.
Ernie Hudson sometimes sat back and let things happen. Doctor is physically incapable of sitting back and letting things happen.
It's like he instantly needs to leap right in. And
although I'm very excited for South by this year. Although I have no idea.
Why don't we get Neil deGrasse Tyson to be our?
That's a good one.
Could I be the receptionist? I guess.
Yeah, that's
yes,
right.
you can.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
There you go. You do? You do? We got one.
We need to get the Ghostbusters here.
Is there a ghost problem here?
Yeah, apparently. If you ask
Josie watched. Okay, tell me how great this would be. I don't know if I've already mentioned this on the stream though. Josie saw Ghostbusters, and now that's her number one excuse when she don't want to go to bed. She comes down, she's like, "I can't. There's a ghost in my room. There's a ghost. Right? And I know I've talked to you about this, but I don't think I've told chat room about this. What I wanted to do is make a viral video because like she genuinely believes this, and I wanted to pull a tooth fairy kind of fool you on her and record it by saying, well, we'll get this problem fixed. And since the whole reason she's afraid of ghosts is because she saw Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm going to call my friend Ernie. He's an expert. And this is Ernie Klein, who wrote Ready Player One and who, spent his $1 billion payout on getting a tricked out DeLorean. And he's got perfect replicas of a bunch of the stuff from Ghostbusters. He's got the trap. He's got the proton pack or whatever. So it's like I would call and then and get video of Josie as we say like, okay, my friend's coming over. And then he pulls up in the DeLorean, pops out, walks around the back, puts on the backpack and the proton pack, grabs the trap, and then the two of us walk into her room, and it's all like crazy sound effects in there.
So you close the door,
crazy sound effects, lights flashing, us screaming and roars and stuff, and then we walk out with a smoking trap. And then just I don't know what
something tells me this could backfire in a major way.
I know. know. Like, I just feel like, that could be like really traumatic. And then
No, but it would
20
be
years.
Number one,
Yeah.
awesome and hilarious.
Yeah.
Number two, you are legitimizing the existence of ghosts for your daughter.
I know,
exactly.
but to be honest, in my defense, it would be for personal benefit because that video would get 1 million hits, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Yes, at the expense of your exasperated daughter.
Well,
she would be an exasperated 21-year-old.
You're like, Dad,
for 1 million hits, I can get 1 million hits farting.
It paid for your college, honey.
oh,
my God. Ain't gonna pay for dinner.
It would be amazing.
In some way or another.
Yeah, so there's that.
Yeah, I mean, here's the
Not
thing.
worth the
Weird
therapy.
Things is totally something that could go somewhere else. People are saying like Frog Pants, and Frog Pants is great. I love Frog Pants, but the thing is, like, Scott does Frog Pants for to showcase his stuff and to showcase his friend's stuff. It's not an ad platform, which is really what you would look for if we went to like a Twit or something. Is that there is now a monetary buy-in for all of us to clear our schedules for X amount of time, especially if Brian would be doing it from
actually physically there
from Lake Cottage.
Yeah.
Slash Brick House.
What I like about it is it harkens to the days of late night radio where you have all those strange stories, people calling in.
In many ways, the big boy never left. Mark.
Yeah, no, totally, yeah.
No, or whoever's on Coast to Coast now.
George Norrie is doing Coast to Coast, which I still love. I don't know what it is in that flavor where they're allowed to let guests say the most bat-ass crazy crap.
Him and Rush Limbaugh are the two. I literally, and I this is not irony in any way. I very much have gigantic respect for both of them, just for their ability to listen to something that is just like
patently
completely
horse apples.
Insane.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
just completely off the reservation. And they both, no matter what happens, they say, I see your point.
Or they'll say,
I
they'll
agree
say,
with you.
That is a really, you're like, that's an interesting point. And it makes me think of go somewhere else.
And then they'll completely, like, my respect isn't that they patronize people. My respect is that they then make, by the time that they're done talking, I'm like, well, that makes sense.
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Well, this was one of the ones I was trying to remember. I put a bunch of them in the submission, hoping they would show up later. But this was one that was under 500,000 views that should have been in our list today. Cheeto posted it, and it's this guy.
You're beautiful.
Oh, God.
You're beautiful.
And for some reason, T2T2 refused to put it in the doc. I was like, in the doc, I'm typing like, where's the stuff I posted?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you're not getting them. Forget about it. I won't give them to you. Those were crap.
I mean, that's the problem with viral videos. Is a lot of times
I like that there was this like tinny off the iPhone song.
Oh my God,
going
yeah.
on in the background. You're like,
you're beautiful.
He's all like, hit Pandora for that.
Have Martin Sargent on the show. Did you ever see the show Web Drifter?
Oh, man.
We'll
one
never have
one
Martin
of
Sargent.
these days, we ought to have Martin Sargent on, though.
I don't find him funny.
Well, I wish, there was talk around Christmas that we should have had him on. And in fact, I think about it, they were calling for him last Christmas as well.
Well, I mean, like, listen, if he was as funny as and hilarious and amazing and brilliant
He's all those things. He's
like,
great.
As
I don't
like
understand.
Santa
I don't
was.
Oh my God, Santa was great.
I mean, Santa.
Now, if he was anything like Santa,
if he was
we'd have him
anything
on
like
all the
Santa,
time. Yeah,
that we've had 2 years in a row on our Christmas episode.
Yeah,
then that would be funny. But like, he's not. He's a dude who writes ads now. Oh, look at me. I'm Martin Sargent.
He did voice the single most ever viewed live ad in the history of television.
I know, and that's going to get broken this year. That Super Bowl is going to do a massive number.
Yeah, you think so?
Two East Coast markets, two massive East Coast markets.
It's East Coast versus East Coast.
Boston versus New York.
Never heard of them. What? That's interesting. Since we can't have, since you hate Martin Sargent so much,
I just don't think it's as funny as Santa.
Well, Kuhan says, can we call Santa like in an off time? Not during Christmas.
Christmas in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Christmas can come in
More than once a year.
Yeah.
Come all over your face.
Oh,
Are we still on Twitter?
God. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a belt comment.
What
That's a
would Leo
belt
say?
comment. That's a
Yeah.
belt. Give him the belt.
It's not one of the. Well, you know.
And then I actually pull out my belt. I just start physically whipping you live on the stream.
Can I read one of the first draft scripts I wrote for Game On this week?
No.
Or did we save that?
Yes. For this week's Game On?
This week's Game On?
Yeah, no. Look, if there's one thing we know, it's like, look, did you see the way they turned around from the setup for Bad Church Singer versus the final execution of it? They're going to hate the initial, like, this sounds dumb. G4, X-Play. Attack of the X-Play, G4.
Number one, if there's one lesson I know, it's that if you hit a wall of annoyance, keep going.
Says
Just
you.
drive right through it.
Kind of like that kid that like got his leg trapped or.
Oh no, you already have a mic. Sorry. The Jamaican LGBT podcast.
Game On.
I do want to.
Now, what is this? What is this? Why would somebody send me a picture of a server?
And by the way, for those of you, I don't have a problem with Martin Sargent. This is a bit.
This is a bit we're doing.
So because people are like, dude, you should really watch Web Drifter.
It's like, no, yeah, look.
Martin Sargent's a goddamn legend.
No, seriously, guys, when you encounter someone who doesn't realize that we've slipped into a bit and they get indignant, please be a courteous co-chat realmy and let them know what's going on.
Yeah.
There was a
DJ was like kayfabe. Well, then you help keep kayfabe.
Yeah. Kayfabe. Hold on, I'm looking for this one thing. I can't. Actually, I don't know where.
Yeah, Mr. Bird noticed. It's always a bit. Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially when we say things that'll get us fired.
Spelling bee contestant accidentally trolls the word giver. No, that's got to be. Wait, is this the thing? This can't be the thing. Is this the thing?
Enjoy the video.
What is this?
Heron.
May please repeat the word?
Heron.
May please give me the definition.
A wading bird that has a long neck and legs, a long tapering bill with a sharp point and sharp cutting edges, large wings, and soft plumage.
May you please repeat the word?
Heron.
May you please use it in a sentence?
If Gail had not seen the heron fly down from the tree, she would have insisted that the huge bird nested on the ground.
May you please repeat the word?
Heron.
What's the word again?
Heron.
Hairwink?
Heron.
Hair row?
Heron.
Hairline?
Heron.
Hurling?
Heron.
May you please speak the word?
Heron.
Heron?
Heron.
Herring?
Herring.
Heron.
Heron.
Harangue?
Heron.
Air one?
Air one.
Heron.
Air one? May you please speak the word, please?
Heron.
May you please give me the definition?
A wading bird that has a long neck and legs, a long tapering bill with a sharp point and sharp cutting edges.
Heron. Heron. Heron.
Oh my God. Wow, that's so good.
Aptitude.
How does that not have more views?
Yes. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. Tell me this is a repeat of something. This has to be blown up. This is a real spelling bee, one level down from nationals. I wasn't able to hear the words. Speakers are pointed at the audience and not towards the spellers. Many people failed hard, and one tried to copy my epic troll. Wasn't trying to be, just trying to figure out the word, but failed hard. This is real, was not staged. It's me failing hard. Oh my God. And then he wrote, it's B failing hard. But then
yeah, what do you know? He misspelled it, you fat idiot.
Yeah, oh my God. This is great. This is the best. This is the best. Accidental troll. So good.
Yeah, no, that's pretty amazing.
Oh, this is what we need to blow up. Is this is for reals?
May please speak the word?
Heron.
May please give me the definition?
All right, started at 45 in, and here's the link. Let's blow this the hell up. This thing needs to exist all over the world.
Oh, by the way, you know you can easily make the jump URLs, right?
Oh, no.
Go to share.
Yeah?
Go to options.
Okay, that's. I think you said this was easy.
Boom.
There you go. All right. Boop, 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 boop.
All right, bad boys.
I love you, Bonnie. We should get married and have 2 babies.
That's where she got it.
What?
She did the walk-up high five.
Did she really?
It was all Josie.
That's awesome.
She just came up with that by herself?
Yes.
Totally. And she was
A
so
wading
adorable
bird
about it.
that has a long
You
neck
guys
and
don't
legs,
understand
a long
the talent that you have procreated. It's really uncanny.
Yeah.
Again, like I'm saying, if I was a comedy
let's show them what we're talking about. It was like Josie's thing is anytime you ever say, and it's funny because she always waits for you. She doesn't bring it up, but like anytime someone says high five, she just goes.
He walks up your wall like it's parkour.
So and she's just like high five, and then you go like it. She goes.
And she's got just these adorable little girl fingers,
and you're so unprepared for it, man.
and she's so excited that it's happening.
Yeah, no, it's like she's like, you fell for it.
Good night.
All right, love you.
tapering bill with a sharp point and sharp cutting edges, large wings, and soft plumage.
May you please repeat the word?
Heron.
May you please use it in a sentence?
If Gail had not seen the heron fly down from the tree, she would have insisted that the huge bird nested on the ground.
May you please repeat the word?
Heron.
What's the word again?
Heron.
Hairwink?
Hairwink.
Hairrow?
Heron.
Hairline?
Heron.
Hurling?
Hurling.
Heron.
May you please repeat the word?
Heron. Heron.
Herring?
Heron.
Herring?
Heron.
Harangue?
Harangue.
Heron.
Hair one? Yes.
Heron.
Heroin? May you please repeat the word, please?
Heron.
May you please give me the definition?
A wading bird that has a long neck and legs, a long tapering bill with a sharp point and sharp.
And now, like he gets it. That's why I believe it.
Heron. H-E-R-O.
Like that's why I believe it because he's so clearly excited at the point. He finally.
And it totally makes sense because I mean, like you as a performer.
Oh my
you've been
God!
in
No.
situations.
Totally.
Where,
Yeah, you can't hear a damn thing when they point the speakers the other way. It's amazing though.
R-O-N. Heron.
Aptitude.
That's amazing. That's the next word too.
What is this?
For city where we'll never die, where there's 80 millions never say goodbye.
Oh my God.
Man, do we have anything else to talk about? Oh, everybody go to nsfwshow.com/album. Get yourself on the mailing
The
list.
definition?
Hold on. Let me Let me pop this in. People are saying we should enable the closed captioning. Transcribe audio. Okay. With these two Frenchmen, he's committed a commission.
How was that? Wasn't the whole big thing about their captioning was like, oh, it's going to get better?
Oh, yeah, no, of course it is. It's any minute.
The definition?
A wading bird that has a long neck and legs, a long tapering bill with a sharp point and sharp cutting edges, large wings.
So let's just do it live. And soft image.
PP speaker, heron.
Heron.
Mayo, please. His attention.
If they had all not seen the hare and flight down the tree, it would have insisted this huge bird had nested on the ground.
P speaker.
Heron.
Adored it.
Heron.
Hairwing.
Heron. Careful.
Heron.
Caroline.
Heron.
Hurting. Hurling.
Heron.
Babysitter.
Karen.
Heron.
There.
Caring.
Heron.
Herring.
Hair run.
Karen.
Hanan.
Heron.
Heroin.
Maybe speaker picks.
Karen.
In this communication?
A waiting period that is a long neck and legs, a long tapering filled with a
sharp point and sharp cutting edges. They
are.
Or an ambitious had. Oh, so good.
Wait, but see if it gets aptitude.
Oh, no, I don't think it does. Had. Acted to.
Acted to.
Acted to. What am I? How did that not make it into our? This is the perfect video for us to blow up. It's at 24,978. I want to see everybody out there freaking explode this thing. You think so?
I mean, it's just too good, right?
Well, it's from a guy's channel, and it's all him talking at the beginning of it, which makes me think that that he won't. You know, that's the kind of thing that can sit dormant. If you sit with an intro that doesn't instantly grab everyone, and they see that it's like 4 minutes long,
and they're just like
they'll drop on that super fast.
Fake and gay.
Yeah, they'll be like fake. Man, are we ready to wrap up?
Shut up, Brian.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, Jamer B? How you doing, boss?
I'm doing really good. I got some exciting news.
What is your news?
I've started to get emails from Multitranscode Internet Go. I can't tell you how exciting it is for me to be getting email from Multitranscode Internet Go.
Is that the replacement for the company that has caused you guys great consternation and wailing and gnashing of teeth over the last 7 years?
It is. It's our first test of in-house encoding.
That is fantastic. Congratulations. We're way excited for you. And of all the freaking weeks, when the plague descends upon freaking Twit, how frustrating does that have to be?
Well, a lot of people did a lot of work while some of us were out.
Well,
yeah, but the issue is we've continued to have issues with MediaFly being consistent.
Oh, you said.
Well, Leo says. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
So, and they're in a different business now. So they need to get out of what they have been providing for us for a very long time and are doing a really good job, just not as consistent or as quick as we can. So hopefully we'll be able to push out the videos a lot sooner, or everything is going to crash and we'll all go out of business next week.
Either way.
They decided, they broke up with you. So
Yeah, they're doing real estate videos. They're processing videos of homes overnight, so that apparently that's much more lucrative for them. since
let me
we
tell
don't give them any
we are
money.
So excited. We didn't want to make a big deal about this, but before we even began, we wrote a song about your trials and tribulations. You want to sing it?
No, I don't. I just want to tell Fluke Nukem he is absolutely correct, and he's the only person who has independently made that assumption.
Wow. No, that's good. All right, but seriously, sing this. Go. And
love was to come, a Holy Spirit, our homes renewed for a city.
oh, I just pressed pause and it wouldn't start. Stop. All right, Jammer B. Look, we'll get out of your hair. Thanks for letting us run so long tonight. This was a very special evening. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Relax with everyone. I think we had a good time. This is going to be a very big file for me to upload, but oh well. You guys are the best ever.
Yes, I love all of you, and I'm very excited to do this show or record all this stuff this week because it's gonna be pretty exciting. I mean, I'm here the whole week, and like, there's no like.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There's like no like South by Southwest. It's just all gonna be
just us
getting it down.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. There's already people hanging out.
Yeah, no, they're all kinds of blowing this up. Plus 1 million. Wow, that lady is patient. I feel bad for that kid though. Best unintentional troll ever. Oh, we're gonna blow this thing up.
Hell yeah. All right, JRB, chat realm. Love y'all. Are we doing Justin TV or are we out?
No, we're out. We're out. It's midnight.
Thank you guys for giving us so much fun and long time of your time.
Jammer B, I mean, seriously, you make me proud to be American, where at least I know I'm free. And I'm not afraid to say that I'm in love with Jammer B.
Yeah. Also, I'm proud to be
Can I have Tree Fitty?
Freak or something.
What's that?
Can I have Tree Fitty?
Yes, you can have Tree Fitty.
Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida. Dana is off tonight. He was murdered and then set on fire.
You think I'm pink? Wait until you saw my wife.
It's time to go and I'm so depressed, and I'm gonna spend the rest of the week in bed until the next NSFW. The show is through and it breaks my heart, 'cause I just can't bear to be apart from Brian and Justin of NSFW. Oh, I'd rather die in a fire than to spend a single moment without Brian Brushwood. Oh, I'd rather be dipped in honey and fed to a big ant pile than do without Justin Robert Young for even a little while. Oh, NSFW, I love you. Oh, NSFW,